You've been fighting battles with words, trying to defend yourself, explain your actions, or prove your worth, haven't you? But what if I told you the most powerful weapon in your arsenal isn't another argument? It's silence. Yes, silence. The very thing the world often overlooks as weakness. The truth is, silence has a force that words can never match. For those who are chosen, this simple yet profound act is the key to rising above the noise, letting God's power work on your behalf, and silencing the enemy without saying a word. Imagine this. No more wasting energy on pointless debates, no more being drawn into negativity. Instead, by mastering silence, you align yourself with God's wisdom, opening the door to greater victories. Are you ready to take control in a way that's counterintuitive, yet incredibly powerful? In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, there's something profoundly powerful about silence. Those who feel called, the chosen ones, often face situations where their path becomes unclear amidst the chaos. But it's in the stillness, when all distractions fall away, that they can hear the voice of God most clearly. By embracing silence, they align themselves with the divine message meant specifically for them. It's in this state of focus that they discover their true direction. Silence isn't about withdrawal, it's about sharpening your awareness. Picture an athlete before a big race, standing still, focused, listening to nothing but their heartbeat. That's the same mental space you enter when you learn to silence the world around you. For the chosen ones, this focus is essential. They aren't just listening to any message, they're attuned to God's specific plan for their lives, blocking out distractions to stay aligned with their destiny. In moments of silence, they are reminded that God's power flows through them when they remain steadfast and grounded. By keeping their heart and mind focused, chosen ones avoid the pitfalls of meaningless chatter. The distractions of others' opinions and negativity fade away, making room for the clarity they need. And as they remain silent and focused, they set the stage for their next powerful action, which begins with mastering the power of words. Words carry immense power. They're not just sounds, but forces that shape reality. The Bible teaches us that life and death are in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. This means that what we speak can either uplift or destroy, build or break. Chosen ones who understand their destiny know that words have the ability to change outcomes, influence others, and even direct their own path. A positive confession can lead to victory, while careless words can derail the journey. Imagine a person who wakes up every day saying, "I can't do this," or "Nothing ever works out for me." Those words become their reality. On the flip side, someone who speaks with faith and declares victory before the battle even starts has already aligned themselves with success. Words aren't empty, they're seeds. What you plant in the minds of others or yourself will grow. Those who have faith in God's promises know the importance of guarding their tongue, ensuring their words align with His plan. Guarding the tongue isn't just about avoiding negativity. It's about actively choosing words that bring life, even in difficult situations. When the chosen ones speak, their words are filled with purpose, shaping their destiny in line with God's will. By speaking with faith, they claim the victory even before it manifests. And just as David faced Goliath with a declaration of triumph, so too must we speak our victories into existence before they unfold, leading us into the power of positive confession. The Bible is rich with teachings about the importance of our words. From the very beginning, we see the power of speech in action. God spoke the world into existence. In Genesis, His words brought light, life, and order out of chaos. This sets the tone for how we should view our own words. They're not just casual remarks. They carry weight and significance. Chosen ones understand that every word they utter has potential consequences, not only in this life, but in eternity as well. Think of the example from the Gospel of Matthew, where Jesus says, "By your words, you will be justified, and by your words, you will be condemned. Matthew 12:37. This isn't a suggestion, it's a clear indication that our words are subject to divine judgment. The chosen ones who walk in alignment with God's teachings know that careless words can carry serious spiritual ramifications. This is why self-control and intentionality in speech are paramount in their spiritual journey. These teachings aren't just for the chosen few. They apply to anyone seeking a life of purpose and faith. By speaking wisely and reflecting on the biblical examples, we guard our future and destiny. God's teachings show that victory isn't just in action, but also in how we speak. And as we embrace positive confession, we align ourselves more deeply with His will and the victories He has prepared for us. Positive confession isn't just about optimism, it's about speaking in alignment with God's promises. Think of David standing before Goliath. His victory didn't start with the sling, it started with his words. He declared his triumph before the battle even began, speaking with faith that God would deliver him. Chosen ones understand that when they speak in faith, they align their reality with God's will. Positive confession is more than just words. It's a tool for manifesting the victories God has already set in motion. Imagine facing a daunting situation, and instead of declaring defeat, you speak words of confidence and faith. This situation will turn around, or God's got this. Those declarations shift your mindset and align you with God's divine plan. When we speak in faith, we are not denying reality, but rather declaring that we trust God's higher reality. The chosen ones, through their words, pave the way for God's intervention, knowing that their words of faith are the key to unlocking His power. Like David, we all have giants in our lives. Whether it's a challenging relationship, a career setback, or a personal struggle. But just as David spoke victory before the battle, we too must speak life into our circumstances. Positive confession is about claiming the victory, even when it seems far away. And as we guard our tongues from negativity, we open the door to the blessings that God has prepared, guiding us toward the discipline of silence. The Bible is full of wisdom on the dangers of careless words. James 3:5 compares the tongue to a small spark that can set an entire forest on fire. In the same way, our words can ignite conflicts, destroy relationships, or create chaos in our lives. The chosen ones, who are called to a higher standard, understand the importance of guarding their tongue. They recognize that every word they speak has the potential to influence not only their own path, but also the lives of those around them. Think of the times when a single careless comment escalated into a larger issue. Words can't be taken back once spoken, which is why the Bible teaches us to be slow to speak and quick to listen. Chosen ones exercise self-control, carefully weighing their words to ensure they reflect wisdom and faith. Guarding the tongue means not just avoiding negative words, but actively choosing words that uplift, encourage, and bring life to every situation. It's about taking responsibility for the impact our words have. Jesus himself warned about the eternal significance of our words, teaching that we will be held accountable for every idle word spoken. For the chosen ones, this is a reminder of the spiritual responsibility that comes with speech. By guarding their tongues, they protect their spiritual journey and ensure that their words align with God's will. And as they learn to master this discipline, they step into the greater power found in silence. There's an extraordinary strength in silence, especially when emotions are high, and words could easily cause damage. Jesus demonstrated this power during his trial before Pontius Pilate. Instead of defending himself or lashing out in anger, he remained silent. This wasn't a sign of weakness, but a profound display of self-control and inner strength. The chosen ones in their spiritual journey often find that silence speaks louder than words. It's in silence that they tap into divine wisdom and avoid the pitfalls of rash responses. Think about how many arguments could have been avoided if we had chosen silence instead of reacting in the moment. By practicing the discipline of silence, the chosen ones allow space for clarity and reflection. It's a moment to pause, gather thoughts, and ensure that their responses align with God's will. Silence is a shield, protecting them from the consequences of speaking in haste. In moments of anger or frustration, choosing silence can be the most powerful statement of all. Silence doesn't mean passivity. It means choosing wisdom over impulse. When the chosen ones embrace this discipline, they create a space for God to work, letting His plans unfold without interference. In many situations, silence allows God to fight their battles, as it did for Jesus. By mastering the discipline of silence, they prepare themselves for moments when wise speech is required. And this leads to practical steps for ensuring their words carry weight and purpose. Wise speech doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of deliberate actions and spiritual discipline. For the chosen ones, speaking wisely begins with immersing themselves in God's Word. Meditating on Scripture daily provides a foundation of wisdom that shapes how they respond to life's challenges. Verses like Proverbs 21:23 remind us that whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul from trouble. By allowing God's teachings to influence their speech, they ensure their words align with His will. Another key practice is prayer for wisdom. Before speaking in difficult situations, chosen ones ask God for guidance. A simple prayer like, "Lord, give me the words to speak in this moment," can prevent regretful outbursts. Surrounding oneself with positive influences also plays a role in shaping speech. When you're in the company of those who speak life, encouragement, and faith, you naturally begin to reflect that in your own words. It's about building a supportive environment that reinforces wise communication. Daily reflection on what has been spoken is also essential. At the end of each day, the chosen ones take a moment to think about their words. Did they bring life? Did they encourage or tear down? This daily practice helps refine their speech and encourages growth. By making wise speech a habit, they not only transform their relationships, but also set the stage for deeper victories in their spiritual journey. And as they continue refining their words, they move toward embracing the full power of silence and positive confession. So, now that you know the power of silence and the incredible impact your words can have, what will you do with this knowledge? Are you ready to start guarding your tongue and embracing the discipline of silence when it matters most? Remember, every word you speak shapes your reality, and every moment of silence creates space for God to move in your life. Think about the battles you're facing right now. Could it be that the victory you're seeking comes not from more words, but from holding your peace? Start today. Take control of your speech and watch as your life transforms. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into spiritual growth, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future lessons. Your journey to victory is just beginning.